What is up, guys? Mr. Manifesto here, or Non-Toxic Ace, or whatever my name is. I'm here with an Airsoft review and how-to guide for this Berretta 92A1. So, to get started, what you want to do is you want to remove the magazine, which I already did, and on the back, here there's a little button. Not sure if you can see it, it's right here. Push that button. And as you're pushing that button, there's a little lever. You just want to slide this lever down. And then what that lets you do is that lets you move the slide back and forth. Now, for me, it takes some wiggling, but eventually, just some, wow, this is harder than expected. Just give me 1 second. And there, so we have the lower receiver, the upper receiver, so we can just set this lower receiver down. And here we have the upper receiver of the barrel, and first we can see the little hop-up unit. Not sure if you can see that. It's a little dial right there. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, but don't worry, we'll get to that later. We have the recoil spring, alignment spring, whatever you want to call it, the safety, and pretty much everything pretty basic. So first, in the disassembly, what you want to do is you want to remove this guide spring, and to do that you just pull it back and then bam comes this large spring, and that's pretty much it. Here you have the upper receiver without the spring, so you just want to push this back and just remove it. It'll just drop like that. Here you just have the barrel. Here you can do whatever you want to it. Remove the orange tip, add some threads maybe. But here's the hop-up unit. Just turn it. Not sure if you can read it, but it says turn to the right for up to, put some more backspin to the BB, make it go flying straight upwards. And, do whatever you need to do there. And then here we have like the main shaft. Nothing to it. Maybe some like little parts, but what you want to do first, here I have another napkin. What you want to do is just want to like give a quick clean to your parts. Maybe the factory didn't do such a good greasing. You want to just or you're doing it again, you just want to like remove the old grease, apply a new layer. Now something that you want to do is you want to clean the inner tube of the barrel. Unfortunately, I do not have anything to do that, but you could just do that with like a skewer stick and some napkins. And just want to give like a quick pass, just get rid of any like old grease, fingerprints, anything that might like damage your weapon. Here I have the spring, pretty lubed up actually. Didn't do this too long ago, but just want to clean everything here. So here I have my silicone and grease set. I'm just going to open this, get the oil out of here, open its package. Oh yeah, it's pretty satisfying, isn't it? So here you just want to, oops, okay. So here, what you want to do is you want to like, maybe cut the tip. Yeah, give me 1 second. Alright, so I am back. The little tube opened up. So first thing you want to do, you just want to dab a little bit along the slide. Give it some good rubbing. You want this to, stay in here for a while. Don't worry if you get your hands dirty. This stuff easily comes off, just like soap and water. And if you're like really like, a germaphobe, like, this oil probably isn't clean or good, for your body. Probably just want to wipe it off after giving this a good clean, but afterwards, you don't want to keep on wiping your hands. And just give it some dabs here and there. Just work those corners, those places where, oil on oil. You want that there. You don't want steel rubbing against steel, makes it heat up, expand, and it could possibly break your weapon. You don't want that. No bueno. and just work it. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. I'll just give it some good rubs. Feel here and there. So, we're done with the barrel. Now, for this piece, you really don't need to do much. You need to just, like, run some oil inside here. You know, the areas where most contact's made. Just put a little dot. Just work it in there. You know. And if I were you use a microfiber cloth, you know, stuff absorbs much better than this. But, you know, a napkin, really anything can do. Just want to work it into these grooves, both sides. Just a little dot here and there. Not too much, not too little. But, you know, just enough. Working the insides, outsides. I don't know what other type of side there is. Top side, bottom side. You know, you do you guys. And as you can see, I'm getting dirty, but, you know, that's the old oil. You also, don't forget, but you also want to lubricate the alignment spring. This thing is really important because that's what's like the primary function. Ooh, no. This is like the primary function of, like, you know, how the gun works. So, you know, you need to keep that intact, don't you? Now, one thing that you're going to find pretty hard is coming to the end of this video is trying to put this spring back where it is. Since it's like super long, it's kind of a pain to put back together. Like, but, you know, it would make it. So, we're about done with the upper receiver. Now we just want to work the lower receiver. So here you just want to put some dabs along the corners. Maybe put a dab here about where the hammer is, and this piece, or basically any moving part you want to keep nice lubed up. You know, that way your gun isn't like. Sorry about that. Phone just shut down. But there's like a little tip right here. Here's where you want to line it. But since the Beretta, you know. Alrighty, I am back. I am so sorry. My phone storage is equivalent to a potato. So, not sure if you got to see it or not, but just put it in the guide rod. Make sure that tip goes in with the groove. Now for the reassembly. So, just set that aside. What you want to do is same thing. Make sure these two rails connect. Let me show you slowly. Just guide it through. Give it some influence. Now, whenever you push it all the way back, of course, it's not ready. You need to click that button again. Flip that lever back. And hopefully, nope, does not put it in right. That guide rod needs to go in all the way. This thing is so high quality they don't want people like us messing with it. But don't worry, I'll eventually get it. Just give me 1 second. Back to the reassembly. And that thing just shot a projectile. That is quality. Okay, I am back. Wow, that thing just flung at me. Didn't hurt though, but kind of scary. So, something to keep in mind when reassembling your Beretta. Now, whenever you're using, well, for this one specifically, there's a little gray piece right there. His name's Bob. He is a turd nugget and sometimes likes to stick out when reassembling it. This guy, not that guy. So this guy, like, something you need to be really cautious for is whenever reassembling it, make sure this guy's not poking outside but inside. Because if you leave him outside, then whenever you pull the trigger, it's just going to blaze full auto, and you don't want that because that can really break your gun. And yeah, just keep that in mind whenever you're making it, because that, if it ever happened to you, like, just randomly shoots full auto, that's probably why. So just make sure you have that inside and not outside poking out. So just put it in. That's what she said. Oh yeah, oh shoot. Get in there. That is better. So if you're trying to put it back, make sure to just influence that a little bit backwards. Push it back. Now you're ready to go. You're just rack it back a few times, you know. Make sure all that lube's in there. Bam. So right here, it's where that little bob guy likes to stick out. Luckily this time inside. But if it's ever outside, don't worry. Just watch for that before you use it, you play. Make sure that guy is on the inside, because it is not safe if he's on the outside. It will break your gun and make it shoot full auto, and you don't want that. So now for the review of this gun. This Beretta is really nice for what it's worth. I paid $135. I think right now it's like on sale, e-bike, $115. You know, around that 100 plus range. This is my first gun that I've got. Besides that quality UK arms, that I won't consider that again. I would consider that a prized possession, but it's pretty nice. Shoot outside a little bit. Great for CQB, like maybe not the best for like long range, but short range definitely your best buddy. It is a little like heavy, but you know, it's supposed to be like the real steel, and it has pretty much everything 1-to-1 scale except for maybe a few things like some, like of course text. Second, that rail where you can put like attachments and stuff, most like military Brettas, they don't have that, but most of the newer ones they do, so you know, not original. Orange tip, not going to aim it at you guys or myself, but fortunately mine's not threaded. But if you want, you can go take it CNC workshop, get thread and all that, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. Decocker, safety, same thing. Say you want to pull the trigger back. Say your guys, oh no, it's time to go back inside. I don't want to just like shoot it, you know, ruin my parts. So I'm just going to pull that down. Decocks it. Sometimes it doesn't work first try. Sometimes it works twice, but you know, just beginners. So never put the finger on the trigger, guys. So sights, really good. White dots, pretty nice. I mean, make sure to adjust the hop up. Sometimes come perfect, sometimes not, but that's up for personal preference. It is fully licensed and it has a Bretta logos everywhere, but you know, something you want in a gun wannabe replica. Now of course, primary reason why you'd ever want to buy this gun, the fun switch. Now, I like to call full out of fun switch, you know, just blast people in the back. I'm just kidding. Using the firing range just destroys the target. 22 rounds like in 1 second. I'm going to show you this guys right now. Alright, now that you guys are back, hope you guys like just saw that devastation this gun can do, like delivering like 2 shots in 2 seconds, just amazing. But you know, don't always use it. It will wear and tear your gun faster than using semi-auto, but you know, have some fun, enjoy yourself. But make sure whenever using it, do not dry fire or CO2 or gas blowback guns, because like shooting it once like dry, just like is the equivalent of shooting like 1,000 BBs like regularly. So it just like wears down your gun 10 times, 100 times faster than what you'd want it to do. So remember guys, don't dry fire. And don't forget, whenever you're disassembling the gun, make sure to remove the magazine, because if you don't, then it'll get stuck and you'll be frustrated. Force it out of there, maybe break it, don't. Just, you know, be patient with yourself. Sometimes trying to remove the slide first try, a little hard. Try and put it back together, a little hard. You know, just some wiggle, and you should be fine. And as for lubricating your magazines, yeah, you can lubricate your magazines. Don't forget to do that. You want to keep those O-rings intact and not broken too, because these things ain't cheap, boys. $40 for one magazine. But you know, get what you get. You're gonna throw a fit. When it's a little wore down, only used a couple times. So you know, this thing's not gonna break on you. Only places you want to put lubrication here in the gas release. Here with the spring, you know, make sure that spring's nice and lubed up, and you're only good to go. So I hope you guys had a good day, and you know,
This is Novrich. I see you guys on the next